Hello everybody and welcome to the latest episode of OIS in Source, the Football Manager Save brought to you by Just Football and the Nordic Football Podcast. We are back and it's a big day today. It's a shorter episode, so we're going to get straight into it pretty much. It's Derby Day. It's a big day in the city of Goteborgsson here, getting ready for what is a big day in the calendar for OIS. It's not the biggest derby, of course. It's not our biggest hated rivals, IFK Göteborg, but it's just as fierce a rivalry. It's GAIS, our other crosstown rivals. Now, there's a big history between these two teams, which goes back a long way. Look at that. They're founded in 1894, and historically, GAIS and Örgryte do not get along. There's the green half of town and there's the red half of town. We are the red half of town, Örgryte. And so this is arguably as big a game as the IFK matches. So certainly a tasty one in the calendar for us. And we're going to see if we can maintain some of our early season form. We're currently second in the table, as you can see here. We've had a decent run, but a bit of a setback. Now, in the last episode, we brought you the Jönköping game, where we won 2-0. And had a great result in that match to continue our form. You remember Göteborgsson has just about kept his job on the back of 2 5-0 wins, which secured our status. And we followed that up with 2 other wins, decent results. The first one, a 2-0 win against Jönköping, which you saw, and then a 3-0 win against Dalkurd with Patrick, Batista Mendy, and João Alberto, our main Brazilian man, with the goals. So we've been looking fairly good, but in this game, to be honest with you, I think we had a bit of a let-off. And it was a warning sign, which unfortunately we have not heeded. Now, if you look at this, they missed a penalty. We played with 10 men for a lot of the game. We were 1-0 up. We had a penalty of our own, and then we got 2 late goals. Mendy from the corner, and João Alberto with another fantastic finish. But one thing, it was a little bit of a warning sign. It wasn't a fantastic performance. Adam Anderson saving a penalty. The youngster, he's really coming into his own, the youngster that we've given our first team choice from the youngster from our academy. But the next game was a big setback for us. Home defeat to Degerfors. Now, you might remember them from last season because they've been relegated with us. And a game we were expected to win, we did not win. Gabriel Sonny with a fantastic hit. Kevin Sonny, sorry. Fantastic hit from him from a free kick, and then another set piece, a corner, switched off from the corner, and they scored another one. And we were really poor in this match. No excuses whatsoever. Pretty much everyone in the team was poor. Now, have a quick look at this 11. Is there anybody from recent episodes or the Twitch Just Football? Is there anybody here that you notice is missing? There is. And this is a potentially massive problem for us because our man Michael Douglas, talked about him in the last episode. Mickey D, our absolute star midfielder, come out of nowhere. We signed him on loan from Sao Paulo. He is away. He's played 5 games, 8.15 average rating. He's been sensational. And he's been so good, in fact, that he's been called up to Brazil Under-20 squad for the World Cup. Now, that is a nightmare for us because it means he's going to miss up to 6 weeks, potentially. I mean, Brazil, probably the favourites at Under-20 level, aren't they? I mean, who else is better than Brazil at Under-20 level these days? Always one of the favourites to go deep in a tournament. He's been called up to their squad, which is a real blow. The tournament hasn't even started yet. It starts on the 22nd of May. So he missed that Degerfors game, and it's no surprise, perhaps, therefore, that we were a lot worse in that match in midfield. We had no control of the midfield. They completely dominated it. And this tournament is a deep tournament. It goes all the way till the 10th of June, which means potentially he could miss a month of action for us at this tournament. And obviously the other element to consider is that They're in a group with England, Brazil, Ghana, Mexico. Tough group that. But they're going to be heavily scouted, aren't they? Which is another worry, because if he has a fantastic tournament, who knows? Is someone going to come in and maybe try and snatch him up from Sao Paulo, potentially? He's got a release clause of £5 million. Not much money in that market, for a player as good as this, as good as he started, the 19-year-old. So that is a real worry, because we're trying to figure out how we can control the midfield now. He had really started to form a fantastic partnership in there with Alexander Svensson, our other youngster. Two 19-year-olds in that centre midfield. That shows the youth focus of OIS in source of our team, Margarita, of the manager Goteborgsson. But just look at this in that last match that we lost after 4 straight wins, with 15 goals scored in 4 games, none conceded. We've now conceded 2 without reply. And look at that domination of midfield, 41% against 27%. They dominated our midfield, which is, uncharacteristic, to be honest, and a bit of a worry, because although we've saved our job in terms of the ultimatum from the board, we are still, they're still only satisfied, our job's still only stable. A couple of bad results is not what we need. We're still second. The media prediction is that we're going to win the league. So there is still pressure on us, and any loss of form now would be a bit of a nightmare. We've then got Halmstad, which is another massive game. They're kind of up there. They're one of the pre-season favourites. So this derby, although GAIS are 14th, it is a bit of a big match. João Alberto, you see there, top goal scorer in the league at the moment. Best average rating in the league. Second most assists in the league. He's dominating things, but he was very poor in the last match. So let's hope he can pick it up. But yes, we're without Michael Douglas today, so that is a fairly big concern, I've got to be honest, especially for a month. We've picked the team, so we're going to go straight into this derby. Massive match for the club, for morale, for City, City rivalry, for kudos, bragging rights. We've picked the team. We've changed a lot of things around because Stenmark, and we've got 2 suspensions, Lena as well as Douglas missing. We've got Lena out, who's our captain, the Frenchman, and we've got Stenmark missing as well, our new signing, who's been fantastic so far in centre of defence. So we've brought in Luis Pedro. Now, he's not been great this season so far. We made a promise to him that we'd give him more first team football, and we're about to run out of the promise. He's running out of patience with us, and so we're going to play him here. He needs some minutes, and he needs to impress because he has got ability. And we're going to bring Boris Tatar as well, a bit of experience, the Montenegro international at right back, wing back. We're also going to bring in Success and Wusu into the side. In the last game, we played Jens Kahoost. We gave him the Michael Douglas role instead, and he played quite well, to be fair. Kahoost, he's young, but he's only just come back from injury himself, so he's been out for a while. He's probably not quite match fit. Good playmaker. I'm not sure he's good enough to fill the role of Michael Douglas, who's so good for us at the moment, but definitely a solid player, and he will be in first team contention. But I think in this game we need the experience of Success in Wusu, who is a top player. The fans love him. And then a couple of changes as well up front. We're going to bring Timmy Stott Hermansson into the side. He got an assist in one of our most recent games, in the game against, I believe it was Dalkurd, was it? Let's just check. Yep, he got an assist, came on for 15 minutes and got an assist, which was pretty good. His first appearance of the season. Barely played, has he? Barely played at all since last season. That's his first game, in fact. That was his first appearance since the back end of last season, in pre-season. So he's really struggled for minutes, but he came on and did well. 7 passes, 7 completed, 2 shots, 1 on target. We're going to bring him on. He's in an unfamiliar role though. Deep lying forward in our new 3-4-3 formation. We've got 3 strikers. And then obviously João Alberto played quite poorly in that last game, but he'll keep his place. He's like I say, he's our top scorer. Done really, really well. And we'll keep Patrick as well, although he hasn't been great of late. So that's the team. Made a few changes on the bench as well. Jokeres will be on the bench. Pablo Olivo, the Argentinian, and Leonard Plana and Makumbu. So we've got quite a varied bench for this match, for the derby. And in training this week, we've been training our defensive positioning, because I'm a bit worried. Although we've got the best defence in the league at the moment, we do seem prone to sort of conceding set pieces, that kind of thing. So I want to tighten up the defence and maybe play a sort of counter-attacking game in this one, be a bit cautious, let them come onto us and try and hit them on the break, and do not lose this derby. The match is about to begin. The media think that we should be able to win. Bookmakers think we should be able to win. So let's see. GAIS have struggled to keep clean sheets. They usually play a fairly defensive formation, and they're going for a 4-5-1, so a very tight defensive formation. We'll have to make sure to mark Ulare, the striker. He's done quite well this season. Let's give him hard and tight marking. Let's give it to him hard and tight. And as it's a derby, let's go passionate and tell them what this means. And so yeah, Kenan Buta as well is back in the team as well. He's competing at the moment with Lucimar, the Brazilian left back. We've talked about him. So let's do this. Remember guys, hit the subscribe button. Please share if you can. If you're part of a YouTube community, it'd be great to get some more followers. We've had a few new subscribers, but I'd love to get the numbers up. So please do that if you can. Tell people you know, or leave a comment or a like. Always helps. I think we're in white today, even though this is our own stadium. Of course, we share the stadium with them, and we started the game attacking, so let's just change that to a bit more of a structured counter game. Not too bothered about retaining possession, but let's go a bit more direct. Early minutes here, so yeah, it's been a rock and roll season so far, been up and down. 5-0 wins 1 minute, then defeats to Umea the next. It's been really hard to predict. Here's Timmy Stott Hermansen now to Nwusu, to Patrick, out wide to Tatar. What can he do? He's played it into Patrick. It's a decent effort, still in. Timmy Stott, it's been cleared. And one thing I want to do is I want to get Patrick. I checked his stats recently, and he's making more and more dribbles per game. So I just want to check, yeah, he's dribbling more, that's good. Let's get him shooting more often as well. I really want him to step up this season. He's been in slightly better form, but you know, he is our main man, and I want him to be doing even better. That's a foul from Mendy on Jordan LeBoyne, as a player we tried to sign at one point. We had him on trial, and he ended up at GAIS in that centre of midfield. And now it's saying tactically we're being overrun, which is a worry. But there's Svensson, he's intercepted it. To João Alberto, to Patrick now. He's running at his man, and he's hit one, but it's not a great strike. Better from Patrick though, that's what we need. Starting to dominate the midfield slightly more now, and here's Svensson over the bar. One thing I want to know about from you guys is do let us know about the camera angle if you find it easy to view. I know we've got the data analyst mode. Just do let us know if it's okay with you. But here's Svensson now from the free kick, it's straight at the keeper. Rusu was in there, wasn't he? If he'd spilled it. It's not a bad start from OIS. We're starting to dominate midfield more, as you can see here. But no goals. Need to keep the momentum up to get straight back promotion. That's the expectation of the board, to win the league. Now here is Patrick, and he's lost it. And now Ulare, who we've told to mark tightly. What can we do in that midfield? Can we assert ourselves? We've allowed them the ball. Ulare again. We're playing a 4-5-1 that we're a bit exposed there. It's just over the bar. He should score that. That's a let off for us. And it's 0-0. Not a great half in this derby. A bit tense. Let's just calmly tell them. Remind them about the fans watching. A bit worried about Johan Anderson. He's not having a good game, is he? And he's been booked. don't really have any options on the bench defensively. Our defence has been poor, in fact. I think I'm going to tell the defenders they need to tighten up. They've taken it well, so let's get into the second half of this big derby against GAIS, big rivals. And I've been to watch both teams in real life. And GAIS do have some really good fans. So I'm sure this will be a passionate atmosphere. What's the attendance looking like? 8,000, that's big. We got 1,483 away fans, which is good for us. And I'm leaning towards making some changes. Tata on a support duty. Timmy Stolt's not really doing well, is he? João Alberto, there's not much support up there. So I may have to change that. I'm going to take off Timmy Stolt and I'm going to bring on Jokeres. It's a bit more suited to the role. It's got something to prove. Let's not waste time in this game. There's real competition for places at OIS at the moment, and here's João Alberto and he's in. It's a decent hit. And it's away for a corner. João Alberto has shown some real promising finishing in this game so far. Looks a real poacher. And the header is just wide from Johan Anderson, our centre-back. That's unfortunate. Still 0-0, 57th minute. What can OIS do? Mbuta's won it. He's been really good in Mbuta in his first season for the club, full season. Mendy's cleared it, João Alberto wins it, and Wusu now has played through Patrick. Patrick's in. He's gone for it, but it's wide again. Not great from Patrick. Still 0-0, 70 minutes played. Not quite dominating midfield again, are we? Is Obiulari the man to watch? Just cleared for a corner. And Adam Anderson clears it. Let's just tell him to concentrate. Now Nwusu. Coming on to us now, aren't they? It's offside. Let's go for the jugular. Here's Nwusu, here's Patrick. Here's Svensson. We want to win this derby. There's no doubt about that. Here's Nwusu, here's Jokeres. The onus is on us. We're the bigger team. Here's Nwusu, here's Patrick. Now Tatar. He's hit one. That was a decent hit from him, but well wide. Is there a winner in this? And it's Ulare now. He's hit one. Looks like it could be petering out, but there's 10 minutes to go. Do we need to make a change? Got some tired legs in there, haven't we, percentage-wise? Anderson really looks tired. João Alberto, he's done okay. He's a really good finisher, so I probably wouldn't want to take him off. I think it's time to take off Svensson. Just bolster that midfield a bit and let's bring on Pablo Olivo. And you know what? I'm going to bring off João Alberto and I'm going to bring on Leonard Plana. Let's give him some minutes. He's not barely played this season. Let's give him 9 minutes to try and make an impact. Double change for OIS. We are going for it. He's got a bit to prove, Plana, so maybe he can come on and score. He's out of contract as well coming out, so what impact can he have? There's Mendy out to Plana, to Patrick, to Plana now. He's on the ball and he's spread it wide to Mbuta. To Mendy, to Plana. Now to Nwusu, OIS a building. Now here's Mbutu and Olivo! Just wide of the post. Our shooting has been... We've not been finishing very well in this game, have we? It's been our main problem. And GAIS have a chance here. It's 88th minute. Crossed it, but Anderson gathers it. Looks like it's heading for a draw, maybe. Can we have any kind of impact? Here's Olivo, now Wusu. And he's put it over the top. And Plana's in here. And Plana's at the bar. And Patrick scores! Patrick has scored in the last minute. 88th minute. It's Patrick. Well, what a ball from and Wooten that was. Planner took it down, smashed it against the bar, and Patrick was there to hit it home on the volley, and it's 1-0 to OIS. Now let's just change things. Let's go back to the counter attack. Is it a smash and grab from OIS against their biggest rivals? Well, it could be. Here's Anderson now. Well, that's a poor header. He's giving it away and they're in. Pedro fouls him. It was a bit of a reckless foul, to be honest, but he needed to do it. We've made all 3 changes. Let's just tell them to concentrate. Remember, we've conceded so many last-minute goals on this save. Don't want another one. Pedro's booked, but you know, he'll take that, and I'm happy with that booking. Needed to be made. They've got a free kick now, 90th minute. It's just wide, to be honest. Anderson looked a bit off his line there. But we're in stoppage time now. Is it a smash and grab from, or is Patrick with the late goal? Planner's done really well since he's come on. Fair play to him. He likes that target man role, and he's played it very well. But here are guys. Tatar wins it. Superb from the Montenegrin international. But Nwusu's lost it now. And they're on the break here, and Buta's missed out, and Mendy nearly turned it into his own net there. Need to tighten up. What is that? He's giving it away again. Tatar's done very well in this game, the right back. And here's Patrick now. Just needs to keep the ball, and he's lost it. This is poor. This is the sort of thing that we did last season, and you get punished for it in the Allsvenskan. You know, this shows it would just give the ball away for fun. Keep the ball. That's what we've done. It's all over. It's a smash and grab from OIS. Well, there you have it. It's about time we had a last minute goal of our own. We've given away so many on this save. That's a great win for us. Well done, lads. Good win. Let's keep the morale up. Derby day. All you need is the 3 points, isn't it? The bad blood, the animosity. Just need to pick up those points and go home. In our own stadium, the 1,834 fans, they're dancing away. Pedro played poorly, didn't he? This is why he doesn't get in the team. I mean, keeps asking why he's not playing. He's looking nervous. You know, he questions why he can't play and start for us. Well, that's the reason why, but that foul he made could have been crucial. Johan Anderson, I actually thought he was pretty average. They've given him a 7.3 rating. Boris Tatar, I thought he was very good. Covered a lot of ground. Look at that. 14.9 kilometres. And Buta 15k. Success in Wusu's done well, coming into the side. Gyökeres did okay, not amazing. But Leonard Planner's done well. And Patrick is the man who's really come up trumps when it's needed with that winner. And we're top of the league. Do you think you could make that spot your own? I'm not looking at the table. It's too early to look at the table, but that is the table. We are top of the league. Always the top. Where we need to be, really. And it's a decent performance. João Alberto's been quiet, you know, been taken off there. Success in Wusu with his 25th game for the club. He's on the transfer list, don't forget. But there it is, 88th minute from Patrick to win the game for OIS. Let's just check the stats, who's looked good, who's not. Nwusu and Patrick 2 key passes, Svensson with 1 key pass, Gyökeres 1 key pass. We asked Patrick to dribble it a bit more, and has he done that? Yeah, 3 successful dribbles, that's decent. Anderson with 4 successful dribbles, centre back. But only 50% pass completion. But 46 interceptions, that's insane. So there you go, and Planner with the assist. He's come on and done very well there, Leonard Planner. So that is it. It's a 1-0 win for OIS. Let's just check the action zones. How did we do in midfield without our man Michael Douglas? Dominated it. Started quite poorly, didn't we, first half? But second half, well, I thought we were better second half. And the attacking, the change to go a bit more attacking has paid off. GAIS have not been able to resist, and it's all over. So there we go, guys. Climbed above Trelleborg. We are top of the league. Things are looking decent. I mean, I am still slightly concerned about life without Michael Douglas. He is such an important player for us. And only 4 goals conceded this season. We've tightened the defence up for sure. Slightly better, obviously. Weaker opposition. You know, I think some of those chances they had, we would have been punished probably in past games, wouldn't we? In the Allsvenskan, but that's the benefit of being in a lower division. So we'll leave it there. We're top of the league. We're going to come back. We will be playing on Twitch this week, and we've got some games coming up. We'll probably play a few more of these and potentially return for Trelleborg away, which is a big game at the top of the table at the moment. They are second. So that might be the next game we're back for. It'll be at the midway point of the season by then, so we'll have a real clear picture of what's going on. But we'll probably play some games on Twitch before then. Anyway, we're going to leave it there. That's it for now. Thank you for joining us for this quick episode. OIS Derby Day winners. The Border, slightly happier, I hope. Oh, they're pleased. That's nice. Finally recognising us. We'll leave it there then. Thanks very much, guys. It's a Derby Day win. Goodbye.